Hello, welcome back to the channel. In today's video I'm going through the now in Android 98, the first release of this 2024 year, and also what's new in Jetpack Compose for the January release as well. So for the now in Android 98, what we're gonna see is Gemini Pro, Google AI SDK, Google AI Studio, Cast, Rust, and more. So the very first thing that they talk about is a group of Gemini Pro, Google AI SDK, and Google AI Studio. And in this short paragraph, they basically just say that thanks to Gemini Pro, you are now able through Google AI Client SDK alongside with Google AI Studio to provide simplified, streamlined way to integrate the Gemini Pro model. Another thing that they announced is a new approach to real money games on Google Play, and I think that's related to betting applications. I'm not really sure about it though. And there is some news about Google Cast, which basically is an output switcher, which allows you to switch the output of your cast and an automatic connection to cast to nearby devices, cast from short form videos apps as well. I think like Google Shorts or maybe TikTok. And they also introduce a persistent cast icon after hearing the feedback that the user don't see a consistent cast icon. They then have a video about the top 5 new features in Android Studio Hedgehogs, which are Android Vitals, Power Profiler, Running Devices Windows, new UI, and Upgrade Assistant, so which helps you migrate to the latest SDK. They also are sharing 3 new Android developer stories video. And one last mention I'd like to highlight is that there are some new AndroidX releases. One is the Hilt version 1.2.0 Alpha 1, which adds the overloaded Hilt view model and Hilt nav graph view model. And then there is an Emoji 2 version 1.5.0-Alpha 01, which introduces some API changes. A new ADB podcast episode, and now let's go to what's new in the Jetpack Compose January 24 release. The biggest one for sure is release. There is a 20% improvement in score performance and a 12% improvement to startup time in their benchmarks, which means that not all the application that uses Jetpack Compose will see these numbers of improvement, but it's likely that you will see some improvement in both scroll and startup performance. Another thing they say is that there is also a new guidance for you to create your own custom modifiers with the modifier.node. Then there is a generated code performance improvement. They enable intrinsic remember by default. This mode transforms remember at compile time to take into account information they already have about any parameters of a composable that are used as a key to remember. This should speed up the calculation of determining if a remembered expression needs to be reevaluated or not. Now, they also introduce what they call strong skipping mode. This mode relaxes some of the rules about which changes can skip recomposition. With strong skipping mode enabled, Composable with unstable parameters can also skip recomposition if the same instances of the object are passed to its parameters. Another big update it's about the text Composable. This release makes include font padding setting false by default, so we will see that the padding top and bottom are not considered. And another big thing is that this release now support non-linear font scaling. They also added the drag and drop between different applications. The API is 100% compatible with the Vue APIs, which means a drag and drop started from a Vue can be dragged into a Composable and vice versa. And there is the code sample that they added. Now, they added the support for look-ahead scope in lazy list, and they added support for selection by mouse, including for the text. And that's it. We could take a look at the roadmap as well, and we see that in focus we have several new things. The animation is shared element transition, which is really nice in my opinion. I can't wait to see it. And multimodal input injection for testing, and some new things in compiler and runtime. Really new things in the UI and in the foundation as well, with lazy item animation, which is really nice. Let me know down in the comment what you think from those two new releases is the most exciting thing, the one that you're mostly looking forward for. And yeah, give me a thumbs up if you like the video and subscribe for more content. See you in the next one.